we need help from the public. We need somebody who saw something or somebody who knows something to step forward to help us with this investigation, to help Mr. Nee and his family find out who is responsible for striking his niece. If you have any information, please call the Southington Police Department at 860-621-0101. Mr. Nee would like to read something on part of the family.
I just want to say something. On behalf of the families of these victims, we want the drivers to turn himself in. He has caused the life of an innocent girl. He has caused the pain and the suffering of a family in China. The accident has moved the community, Chinese community here. I ask that, in such a technology-advanced society, if anyone can give us any kind of clue of the case. It's unbelievable that in the United States, people are forced to walk on the street because the sidewalks are not plowed. Who is responsible for cleaning the damn snow? How can such a young girl die without any justice in just a free country? I hope anyone that have any information about the accident, please come forward and help to find the suspect. And I want the police to find the drivers right away. That's all we need. Thank you.
Anybody have any questions?
Mr. Nay, what were the girls, were they working here? What were they doing for jobs? Were they students? What were they doing here in the country? How long have they been here?
They're working here.
And what were they doing for work?
They were working at the Gobi Mongolian Grill, which is located at 817 Queen Street in Bob's Plaza, which they were walking home from work in that area when they were struck.
How long?
They're working home from the work and to their
house.
Not their house, the apartment of their restaurant.
And how long have they been working there for? How long have they lived here in the area?
They have been here, not they, just my niece. She has been here for more than 5 years. Okay, and I don't know the others too because I'm not familiar with their situation. And they came here in Connecticut for only 1 month. She came here.
And you came here straight from China, or do you live here as well? Or tell us about your trip here since you heard the news.
Yeah, I came from China, from Shanghai.
Where are your niece's parents? Are they in China or are they over here?
They are in China.
How are they doing?
Because I'm the only person in the family who can come here soonest due to the visa issue.
Do you know how they're doing, what their reaction was to all of this?
They're shocked. They can't believe it. They just can't just stand and they just can't believe it that they lost their daughter. Until now, they keep in touch with me in every minute. They have been stay there with me. They never sleep for these days.
What were the road conditions in town at the time? I mean, had things been cleared up, where was it, down to one lane and plows were?
Route 10 was cleared for traffic. It's a state road. It was one of the first to be cleared in town. The status of the sidewalks at that time, I'm not aware of at this point in time, but the roads were very passable.
Had the girls talked to you about their walk to work? I believe this happened on Tuesday. I don't know if had they expressed any concerns about the conditions?
Yeah, Actually, always worried about his safety here because she's alone here. So I always ask his working conditions, and because they always go home like in very late, so it's always not safe. So I believe that it could be better if the employer can arrange kind of pickup or such kind of arrangement. It could be better. It could be safe. Even it's not because of the traffic accident. You should make sure because they're young girl. So you should make sure they're safe. So during my conversation with my niece before, I always said you take care. And I know that it's a danger, but yeah, we just can't believe it happened like this.
So can you give the proper pronunciations of the three girls' names so we have that correct? And your relationship, it's just, you only had one niece, or are they all?
No,
Yeah.
The one gal.
I have a relation with one of them. My niece's name is Qing Qun. The other two is Liu Huai and Hong Yang.
Oh, yeah.
And has the condition of the other two changed at all since Tuesday?
They sustained some pretty good injuries as a result of the collision, but one of the young ladies was released from the hospital, the other hasn't been at this point, so.
Do we think this could be, I know there were a lot of out-of-state contractors that were brought in. I mean, do we think that this could have been one of these larger snow plows, a town plow, a state plow, an contracted plow, or?
We're not ruling anything out at this point because we don't have a lot of information. What I gave you was the white or red SUV and nothing additional. Like I said, we've done the roadblocks. We might continue to do those again. But what we are counting on for this family and the family of the other two individuals is help from the public. Like I said, somebody out there knows who is involved in this. If they give us that information, we can take some action and get this family some peace that they need and to know that the individual responsible for this has been found and brought to justice. But we need help. And right now, we have very little information to go on. And anything, no matter how small it may be, will be investigated to its fullest extent so we can provide these families with some answers and get some closure for them.
Did the surveillance video from any of the neighboring restaurants provide any clues?
The accident unit went out there and actually checked the areas, but we haven't come up with anything that we can substantially use in this case at this point. They have not. That was something that was looked into very early on in the investigation, and we'll continue to look into that evidence.
So was it that you found videos and they weren't helpful, or there weren't any videos?
We have none that we were useful at this point in time.
Okay.
What brought the girls, your niece specifically, what brought her to America? Was she planning on living here or just visiting for a while? What was her dreams?
Looking for better life. They believe it. I hope I can believe it, at least, still. I think it should be a better society than some other countries.
Did she come alone?
Yes, yes.
When did she come?
They can't remember. It's 2 days ago. 1 2 days ago.
That's when she came about 5 or 6 years ago.
She?
Yeah, when did she come?
5 years ago. More than 5 years ago. Not exactly.
And how old is she?
She's 23.
23.
Did she go to college or school here? Or?
So I couldn't get.
Did she go to college, higher education here, school?
University.
A university?
No.
No.
It must have been a hard decision, it must have been hard on the family for her to move here. Describe what that was like to now get this news.
It's hard for the entire family. Actually, I objected at the beginning. Yeah.
It's got to be extremely hard for any family, but not being able to come here also, it's got to be extremely difficult. And we're, like I said,
You just can't imagine a young girl stay here alone for 5 years. Only as all the belonging of her is just a bag. No apartment, no love tips, even no money.
Was she the only child?
No. Fortunately, she has a sister and a brother.